my name is John with the Pine Tree. I have the great pleasure of being here with Lori Giannetti. Thank you for letting us come out here and talk to you. Now, this is going to be, I guess, the next month or so is going to be all frogs all the time, all fair all the time, right?
Yes,
Isn't that
yes. Actually, we plan all year round, but
right.
May is our celebration month, I guess you would say.
Now, I guess for people who are not, they may have heard out of the area, heard the Mark Twain stories, and a little bit of history of the frog jump here.
Well, the frog jump has an amazing story. Actually, it's the Traverse County Fair and Jumping Frog Jubilee.
Right.
And the fair actually dates back to the late 1800s.
Okay.
But the frog jump itself started at Angels Camp in 1928. It was actually a celebration to pave the streets.
Uh-huh.
And so then...
So you didn't have to have the frogs jumping in the mud? Is that...
Actually, Angels Camp streets weren't paved.
Okay.
And they passed a bond, paved the streets, and then they wanted to have a celebration.
Got it.
So they came up with this idea from Mark Twain's fictional story to have a frog jump.
So now it's kind of taken on a life of its own, so to speak.
It does.
Yeah.
There are lots of agricultural fairs, and we're really proud to be part of that, but there's only one frog jump.
Right. Now, I guess a little bit before we get into the frog jump part, on the agricultural part, one of the things I think is phenomenal is the 4-H programs and the auction that they raise here. I mean, you guys, even for a small county, this is one of the biggest auctions, dollar volume anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's larger than State Fair.
Wow.
And
so it is larger than State Fair?
It's larger than State Fair's auction. We have generated over the last 3 years over $500,000 a year for the youth of our community. That's an amazing thing about our community.
It is.
And as our community grows, families are embracing the agricultural lifestyle through the exhibits program, and our exhibits programs are bursting at the seams.
Right. So all the kids, those have already started. Have the entrants started coming in, or the applications are starting?
The applications are already here, and our entries are up in our livestock department. And then what's really cool, and we're very proud of, is our school entries are way up.
Right.
And so all of the schools are really getting involved this year, and they're very excited about that. So, and being part of a larger picture, we're actually part of the Department of Food and Agriculture, and part of our mission is really to highlight agriculture, not only in Calaveras, but in California.
Right.
And there's so many health issues, childhood diabetes and those kinds of things, and healthy foods come from California.
Right.
And we're going to need those. So part of our mission is to really celebrate agriculture, highlight it, make people aware, so that doesn't become something we have to export to or import.
Yes, no, I know, and especially with recent weeks, the stuff you see on food cost supplies and everything else. We take agriculture for granted in today's society. Instead of something that we all had to participate in years ago, it's something that's, Now, timing. What time frame are we looking at for the fair?
Well, we start our first frog jump is at Heritage Day in Angels Camp.
Right.
Which is the first weekend in May.
Okay.
Then we're going down to the Capitol, which we started doing when our Lieutenant Governor, John Garamendi, who's from here, when he was our representative, our assemblyman, he invited us in the 70s.
Right.
And so we've been doing that ever since. Then we're going the same week.
Has Arnold ever jumped?
No.
Oh, we need to, he needs
but
to.
the Lieutenant Governor was there last year, and the Secretary of Agriculture usually tries to make it. And so it's really a lot of fun. And last year, as Senator Dave Cox is our host, last year he set up another category for the media. So that was a lot of fun. They were jumping frogs. Our frog jump committee will be there, our frog wranglers, and then we're going to the KCRA Experience in Sacramento.
Great.
And then there is the junior frog jump. The next weekend, that's put on by Altaville Maloney. Then we'll go to the Government Center, the Monday before fair, which is our tradition.
That's always fun, the county government jump. That's the...
Yeah, and there's a lot of competition there. They have their own perpetual trophy.
And among the departments, they got to make all the newbies jump. Isn't that the...
Yeah, and they have a new CAO.
Right.
And great guy. And I wonder, if that's like part of the interview process. Can you jump a frog?
Can you jump a frog? Yes.
I don't know, and we have so many people running for supervisor. Maybe
they need to jump frogs. That's
add it to their resume. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
So then Then we get into Fair Week.
Yeah.
And Fair Week actually starts with Heritage Day, which is kind of our community give back.
Yeah.
And what we really
That's
like
become
to
a really
do,
nice event.
It
Nice
is.
lead-in. You
It
know,
is.
Yeah.
And this year we're doing something a little different, and we're having a opening day ribbon cutting ceremony. And the fair actually this year is dedicated to the memory of John Snyder. John served on our board from 1959 to into the 70s, I think 76.
Yeah.
And those were the only records I could find.
Okay.
So
But he was always part of the
he
fair
was always
experience.
part
Yeah.
of it. And then his wife Betty served on our board in the 80s and 90s.
Got it.
So they have always been just huge supporters of the fair, and the board thought it was quite appropriate this year to dedicate this 80th fair
Right.
to the memory of John Snyder.
And for those of you who don't know, he's also runs their family also hosted another event that was almost fair-like.
Yeah,
That's
the powwow.
That's not the powwow.
And active in so many
Yeah.
things. You know, John and Betty were instrumental in getting a 4-H program.
Oh, okay.
That was something that they really, so they have been connected and tied to our community, and of course he was a cattle rancher, and this
Right.
year, our theme is heard it through the bovine, and that's
Got
the
it.
part of agriculture that we're
Right.
saluting. And so it's just all very fitting and proper that we do that. And Heritage Day, admission is $5
Okay.
for anybody.
Mhm.
Okay, and hot dogs are a quarter, carnival rides are
Wow.
a quarter, root beer's a quarter. So it's a great day to come.
So in today's value-conscious
Yes.
time, that's really a good...
It is a great day to come. And we do those things that make our event special with
Okay.
Miss Calaveras, the
Right.
saddle clean competition,
Right.
pro arts reception. So Wednesday has become a really important day to us. Thursday, of course, is Kids Day.
Got it.
And that is sponsored by Mark Twain this year. And Buckaroo Kids Day, first 500 children get cowboy hats. Which is
Now, is
really
it
fun.
still, are we only one of the counties where it's an official day off from school? Isn't that...
That's one thing we forget, we don't say often enough. Because we are so lucky to have this school system that works with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you just don't have your entire county's education system shut down Thursday and Friday so kids can go to
fair time. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
It's unheard of. I don't know another county fair where that happens.
I think so, yeah.
In other places, I'm sure they excuse 4-H and FFA, but
Right.
this is everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's everybody's event.
Mm-hmm.
And Thursday kids are free.
Okay.
So that's another great value. And there's that wonderful parade in downtown Rangers Camp.
Yes.
Only kids can jump frogs on Thursday.
Oh, so they are now, are the frogs, do they get tired after the end of the run? Is that, because we're probably jumping ahead of ourselves, but they jump on successive days, at least the winter frogs, right?
There's 400 of them.
400 frogs, wow.
There's 400 frogs, and then people bring their own frogs.
Okay.
So, our frog jump committee is really dedicated to taking very good care of the frogs.
Yeah.
We have a frog welfare
Right.
policy, and that's not frogs are on public assistance.
Okay.
It's frogs are being taken care of in a very good way.
Now, in this era of performance-enhancing drugs, are they tested for you have the buff frog or the...
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Okay, there's not... Okay.
We do work closely with California Fish and Game, so I don't know.
Okay, all right. So you don't have a Barry Bonds frog?
No, we haven't.
Sorry, Barry, didn't mean to impugn.
No, we haven't had frogs, in court or
Okay.
a Senate hearing or anything about
got
frogs.
it.
Could be.
Now, what's some of the entertainment?
Extreme Ranch Rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
The exciting thing about that, it's cowboys,
Okay.
And
these are all local guys.
A lot of them are local
Okay.
from the 3-county area, or they have local ties. So it's a really fun event, and it's serious. It's frog riding, bull riding, and so we're really excited about that event. And it's a great family event.
So is it any of the same people that were participating in Tom Tryon's cattle drive?
Well, it could be.
It could be.
Tom didn't give me his list. So I'm not
Okay,
sure.
all right, just kidding. But we saw a lot of community people.
Oh, of
out there
course, yeah.
Do the drive. Yeah.
Of course. And that's another wonderful thing about this community is, how people really step in and help each other out.
Yeah. Oh, they do. If you're not really familiar, a little bit of a side note on this is Calaveras County with things like Relay for Life and all the other stuff. The community involvement is just
amazing.
it is. It's just per capita giving per resident is just
and all the different community groups that really help us put on their fair. You know, and one thing that's really amazing is we have a church in San Andreas who's adopted the carnival.
Adopted the carnival?
They have for the last few years. And what they do is they, on setup day, they come out and one of their junior high youth group delivers water and everything to everybody setting up.
Wow.
And then one night during the fair, they host a dinner at 11 o'clock at night for the carnival.
For all the people who work at the carnival?
For all the people who work. And really do in welcoming. And then they provide a church service on Saturday.
What a nice, I mean...
It's San Andreas Community Covenant Church, and it's just something that's grown. And our carnival operators said that, and it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But Calaveras County, they get treated better than any other show they play.
Very nice.
And that doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't. No, but that's nice to hear. That's pretty neat.
It is really cool. And so, anyway, back to entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, Friday, we have lots of stuff going on. Of course, frog jumping all day.
Yeah.
And then, you know, all of our other stages have
entertainment. And the public can
entertainment.
jump? Is that...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it to rent a frog?
Well, it just depends. There's the fun jump, and the fun jump is $3, and you just get a ribbon and participation.
Got it.
Then there's the serious competitive jump, and that's $6. And that one, you qualify for the finals.
Okay. Now, can you pick your frog and use the same frog, or is that only if you bring your own?
Only if you bring your own.
Got it.
It's that, you know, what's the kind of the luck of the draw. Kind of like bull riding.
Yeah.
It's whatever you get.
Whatever you get.
So, and then Friday night we have Tough Trucks.
Got it.
And Tough Trucks
that event actually did pretty well last year.
Yeah. And you know what? It's something that we're producing ourselves with some help of Roger and Tammy and some friends of the fair. And we're producing it ourselves. We're hoping to grow it this year.
Right.
You know, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. Really a lot of fun.
So you can come out and try to break your truck. Is that the
is
that the object to come out?
It's kind of like the Destruction Derby, and you know, I don't really get this because I have daughters, and I don't kind of get the whole car thing. But you spend a lot of money, you work really, really hard, and then you go into an arena and you try to wreck your vehicle, and you get a little bit of prize money and a trophy, and you're all real happy about that.
That's good. I mean, they climb over stuff and jump stuff and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Saturday, of course, we have frog jumping again.
More frogs.
More frogs. And our Saturday night concert is Mark Wills. And, of course, throughout the fair, we have all the livestock shows going on. Saturday is also Western Horse Events, which is a very popular event here in the arena. Sunday is the International Frog Jump Finals. Sunday is also the Destruction Derby and the Junior Livestock Auction.
So that's like the big finale,
Oh, the Destruction Derby?
Yeah.
The Destruction Derby 2006, pouring down rain.
Right.
Not only did our competitors compete, but we passed out garbage bags and people wore them and stood out on the hill and watched it. I mean, talk about dedication by fairgoers and competitors.
An amazing thing. You know, you got to do it. I mean,
you just
got to
have
watch
to do it.
You know, what's interesting about back to the frog jumping, that usually draws media from all over the place and everything. So that's kind of the...
It's pretty amazing. And like I said, there's lots of agricultural fairs. But there's one frog jump.
Right.
I mean, I get stories all the time of people who have traveled.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter and I were in New York and at Phantom of the Opera, and she was in junior high, and a gentleman said, "Where are you from?" And I'm talking to her. Well, I'm from Calaveras County. That's where we have a frog jump.
Yep.
Happens. I hear that all the time. It's a pretty amazing story.
One of the first things we tried to broadcast live or push out live last year.
Yeah.
And we had some people from Germany watching it. We could tell from our logs that there were people that watched the frog jump from Germany, which we thought was kind of cool.
And I've had German journalists, Japanese journalists. Every year during the frog jump, I'm doing these interviews with people across the world. They're just really interested in this quirky little thing we have called a frog jump.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It is.
It's our hook.
I think it's the 1 week when the world's eyes are kind of on Calaveras County.
And there's a trickle effect in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have you might come here for the frog jump, but notice, wow, they've got some great wineries, they have these caves, this is a good destination. So it's really a hook for the entire community.
Yeah.
And the best thing about the frog jump as a parent, too, I feel, is a couple of things. It's still an old-fashioned county fair.
Yes.
You feel safe with your kids here. There's this whole safety, and your kids are everybody's kids.
Yes.
I mean, it's just the way our community is.
Yeah.
Secondly, it's such a fabulous value. If you go and look online, there's all kinds of discount tickets.
Okay.
One great value is our family pack, which is $25. That's admission for 4 and parking.
Wow.
And all of our stage entertainment and our arena entertainment, including derby, concerts, rodeos, that's free with admission.
It's cheaper than a movie.
It's much cheaper than a movie.
And it lasts longer.
And it lasts longer. And I feel like we have just like the greatest jobs because we get to be part of somebody's memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toyota is one of our great sponsors, and the first time I met with somebody from Toyota, he had come to the frog jump as a little child. He had a connection.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for. If you're a local there, you know how hard they work 365 days a year to make this happen.
With lots of help.
Yes.
Yeah.
But thank you. And last year, I think they had an attendance record last year.
52.5.
All right.
And for people who don't know, our attendance records are audited.
Right.
So those are real numbers.
Right.
They're not a marketing number.
Right. Yeah.
So
very cool. Very cool.
Right.
And also, we hope you top that this year and everything else.
I think so. Everything is up.
Right.
Our competitions are up. 18 girls running for Miss Calaveras.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big field.
That is huge. Our leadership team, that Junior Fair Board, 11 years ago had 6 students.
Right.
This year we have 48.
Wow.
So, and it's just a testament of community involvement, people,
Yeah.
making a stake in what we do.
So the goal is this next year. You've already passed the state fair on the auction, so now you just need to pass it in total gate revenue.
Yeah,
that's maybe a couple years out. Maybe.
That'd be good. But for programs keep growing.
Yeah.
So and it's a great thing to do, and we're really here for our community, and it's our community resource.
Yeah.
But the larger community, all the people who visit. I had a client in the office the other day drove up from the Bay Area to purchase their tickets. They come every year.
Nice.
And they just make a day of it. They come, they purchase all the tickets and everything they're going to need.
Yeah.
And it's their family vacation.
Very that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because there's so much else to do while you're coming to the fair here in the county.
Exactly.
With
there's
Murphy's
just a lot to do. And I think they stay at a campground up the hill, so they get some camping in and some of the beautiful countryside, and they come here and have a great time.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's fair season, everybody. So mark it on your calendars. The dates again.
May 14th through the 18th.
14th through the 18th. Don't go anywhere else. Just come up here and stay. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lodging information you can get at the Calaveras Visitors Bureau.
Right.
And they have a great website. I think it's
GoCalaveras.com. Yes.
And our website is frogtown.org.
Which is all
pinetree.net.
It is, yeah. But Frogtown, their site, you got a lot of really cool stuff on there.
Yeah.
It's really, the site looks good. And so, can they purchase tickets online
Yes,
there?
they can.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, at a discounted rate too.
Okay, so purchase your tickets online ahead of time.
Yes, and then no waiting in lines. We'll get you right in, and you can start enjoying your time.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.